Hey everyone, how are you all doing today? So, from yesterday's leaked poster, that's actually not going to be the official poster, that's just merely a placeholder. So it's using some images from episode 7 and 8, while using new images from episode 9, which we saw, some of the Knights of Ren, which we haven't seen those images before, and Kylo's helmet, and so on and so forth. And apparently it was just from a licensee artist who's going to be making the actual poster, which will come later. However, today, I want to go over this other image that I showed in yesterday's video, which is a lineup of a select few characters that we're going to be seeing in the film. Particularly Rey, because, well, she's the most interesting and she's the centerfold of this whole movie. So right off the bat, her clothing is now all in white, and we got this image leaked a few months ago, I believe, and I made a video on it as well. It's all white now, which means that she's not gray like she was in 8, where she's probably having some doubts about where she fits. So it seems like her character, probably just by looking at her clothes, symbolizes that she knows more about herself, and she knows more about her identity. It's not so clouded, it's not so gray. All white like this also symbolizes purity, which means that she is in the light side of the Force. Also, of course, I have to mention that the Skywalker lightsaber is now back together, and how she does that, well, we're gonna find out, obviously. I'm also getting some real heavy Padme and Leia vibes, which makes me wonder if she's a Skywalker. Now, in the event she's not, then I do think that maybe that theory revolving around her being the Chosen One, or the Chosen One reincarnated, could be true. Perhaps she is a reincarnation of the Force itself, kind of like Anakin was, and the universe does this in Star Wars to kind of rid itself or create balance of certain things that aren't supposed to be there. So, it created Rey, and then also created Kylo, which created this perfect balance between the dark and the light. Now, as mentioned in yesterday's video, we also see that she doesn't really have any armbands anymore, except for her wrists. This is interesting to me because it seemed like we didn't see any bit of her arms in The Force Awakens or The Last Jedi, at least the upper arm part. Now, that band is probably covering the scar that she got from the Praetorian Guard in Snoke's throne room when her and Kylo were fighting them after Snoke's death. It also looks like a big callback to The Force Awakens, which kind of makes me wonder if this is what she was supposed to look like in Episode 8 if JJ had directed it. Now, something else really interesting is that back in 2002, when George was designing Padme's outfit for the Genosian arena in Attack of the Clones, he made it to look a lot like Leia's from Hoth, and now we see Rey's, and it seems like it's playing from both of those characters, both those eras. It just seems like there's way too much playing on the fact that she could be a Skywalker, or at least some sort of reincarnation. Now, there is another theory that I have, which I'd like to cover in another video, but basically, Palpatine had this secret base on Jakku, and it was extremely heavily guarded. It was some sort of laboratory, and we don't really know all that much about it, but I've always thought that maybe there was something there that he was making, and it could be a clone, or it could be, I don't even know. I have no idea what it is, but he started working on this, or at least we found out about this before Episode 1 happened. It just makes me wonder that maybe he was making Rey. I mean, that's a crazy, crazy theory, but perhaps it took him so many tries that eventually he made her, and that's possibly why she doesn't know where she's from or who she is, and she was just dropped off somewhere on Jakku with Unkar Plutt, and basically that's where she remembers herself. So these are the few things I wanted to say about her new outfit. I mean, how much can we really get from an outfit? But hey, it is called Star Wars Theory, and well, I've got a lot of them. So I hope you enjoyed these theories. Let me know what you think about them, and I will see you in the next episode. Until then, remember,
The Force will be with you, always.